All right, so it's Sunday morning, you're sitting there enjoying a cup of joe, maybe you're reading the paper on the couch, and you're thinking, boy, I would love some coffee cake to go with this great cup of coffee. Well, this one is a winner. It's a really fun recipe. Everyone will love it. If you're having people over for a coffee clutch, I think people will rave about this. It's also great for a brunch. It's an orange coffee cake, looks really pretty, and tastes wow. Okay, so first of all, grab a bundt pan. You have one of these somewhere in one of those drawers. Everybody has one, or pick one up. I'll pick this one up for about $5, so very inexpensive. And then this is really fun to do. I try and keep some canned biscuits on hand because you can always do so many different things with them. I use them in a lot of different recipes. They're great on top of some casseroles, and that's what we're going to be actually using for this recipe. So it's a really quick fix. 2 cans of just the buttermilk biscuit mix. So it's an orange coffee cake. So we've got 3/4 of a cup of sugar here. And then we're going to do some fresh orange zest. So I'm just going to use my microplane. And we want about 4 teaspoons of orange zest. Give it some great fresh orange flavor. And this thing rocks when it comes to zesting oranges. It used to be, well, like everybody else before these were around, use like a box grater, like a cheese grater to zest an orange. And what happens is half of the zest gets stuck in there. Then you end up grating your finger. It's just no fun. These came along a few years ago. It used to be a woodworking tool, and they used to be a little pricey. Now they are around $10, and you can grate Parmesan cheese with them. You can grate chocolate over desserts with them, or you can zest lemons, limes, and oranges. There's just a lot of things you can do with them, and they really work wonderfully. Okay, so basically about 4 teaspoons of orange zest. And then what you see happens with that zest is that basically adds up, it just kind of compiles in the microplane, and then you just give it a tap. And there you go. That easy. And I'm just going to use a spoon to stir the orange zest and the sugar together. Basically, we're making orange flavored sugar. So 4 teaspoons of orange zest and 3/4 of a cup of sugar. So that's that. Now I've got 1 stick of butter that we melted here. And now the fun begins. I also have an 8-ounce block of cream cheese, and I'm just going to take little pieces of the cream cheese. And you're saying, where is she going with this? Well, sit tight, you'll see. If you've ever made monkey bread, which, oh, I have a recipe for that in my cookbook. It's such a fun thing. Cinnamon sugar, kids love it, adults love it. This is kind of the same type of procedure. So it's kind of an operation. Get an assembly line going, and it's really actually fun to put together and so easy. You don't have to pull out the flour and the baking soda or anything like that. Okay, so we fight over opening the biscuit tubes in our house because they're kind of fun. Okay, so see our buttermilk biscuits and just kind of separate them. And I like to flatten them out a little bit. And take a little hunk of this cream cheese and put it in the center of each of these biscuits. And then you can just use your fingers. Sometimes you might want to use a fork, just depends. But basically you're going to make little kind of fold the biscuits in half over that cream cheese. So that's going to be kind of the surprise in the center. So of these biscuits, and it really works great in this coffee cake. So you just kind of fold them over. You can use a fork to kind of crimp them a little bit if you want to seal them a little bit more, but you don't have to. You can just use your fingers. We've got one of these in the oven, and we're just all dreaming about it. We can hardly wait to taste it. Okay. Now, we've taken a bundt pan and we greased it, we sprayed the heck out of it because we want to be able to get this out when it comes out of the oven and invert it onto a plate easily. So spray that really well into our melted butter. Then you roll it around in this orange sugar mixture. And basically just drop it in the bottom of your bundt pan. This is a really fun thing to make on like holiday mornings. Really want to wow everybody, maybe before the big dinner. But also fun to do just on a Sunday morning to make Sunday morning a little special. And these, don't worry, these biscuits are going to expand. And you're saying, how's this all going to work? Well, you'll see. We'll do this last one. And then you do the other tube of biscuits as well, just like I did. And just keep throwing these biscuits kind of around that bundt pan. Oven temperature for this, 350?
Yes.
350. Keep an eye on it. Every oven's different. It's going to take anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes. You're looking for the biscuits to get a little brown, puff up, and the house is going to smell amazing, all that good kind of stuff. I'm going to just go wash my hands because I am told, you keep peeking on this one, that this one is ready and I don't want to overdo it. Okay, so after you've done that with the 2 tubes of biscuits, wrapped them all in cream cheese, dipped them in the melted butter, and then rolled them in the orange sugar, you get it into the oven. Come back with me. Looks so pretty. Look at that. Okay, so now I'm going to take, I know, this always makes everybody nervous, me too. Anne's about ready to have a heart attack over here. It'll either come out or it won't, It's going to taste good no matter what. But I just like to loosen it with a knife around the edges. And I love using bundt pans because they just make everything look so pretty. Now I'm going to take that plate, actually, and put it over the bundt pan. Okay, everybody, fingers crossed, right? Are you worried back there in the control room, Abby and Greg? Never. Look at that. Yay.
30.
Trust me, have faith. Okay, so there it is, and it would be absolutely fabulous just like that. But you know me, you got to still take it to one more level. So we're going to do a little bit of an orange glaze to go on top of this. And this is just so easy. Basically, we've got some powdered sugar, some fresh orange juice. Do you have that zester? And again, I'm going to actually pump up the flavor and do a little bit of orange zest in here too. You don't have to, but why not? And a little more of that orange zest, just going to give it some really nice orange flavor. And it's going to look pretty in there too. Now you can add a little bit of milk. I'm going to start here with my orange juice and my powdered sugar and do a little bit of milk. Just until you get the consistency that you're looking for. More about right there. So that was just maybe a tablespoon or 2 of milk. Okay, now I'm just going to drizzle this on top of this coffee cake. Well, I don't even need a fork, really. Okay, you dying yet? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And then everybody gets, when they pull this apart, because this is almost one of those pull-aparts. I mean, you could slice it up. You get that cream cheese in there. Now, you can decorate this with a little bit of orange, maybe right in the center, or just on the side of the plate even, and maybe a little bit of fresh mint. And there you go. It's my orange coffee cake. And let me tell you, everybody is going to freak out over this one. Recipes on our website. You can also pick it up at any area festival foods. If you like coffee and you like a little cake to go with your coffee, this is the one for you.